out here on the Kissimmee Chain, next tournament. Gonna go see if I can't figure these fish out. Ain't never been out here before, so this should be interesting. Looks like a lot of flipping and frogging. I don't know. We'll see. Stay tuned, guys. Alright, so I've been out here for about 30 minutes. I haven't went super far yet. I've never fished here before, and it's super, 2 feet of water. It is super shallow. I might need to put a smaller weight on. Got 3/8 weight. Might need to go down to a quarter. I see a little bit of action, but this is like frog and flipping paradise. It's crazy. Come out here and spend some time and try to figure out these fish. Kind of figure out where they're at. Throwing a frog so far. Most of the time I've been out here. Mixed in a chatterbait a little bit. Figured now I can just throw the speed worm around a little bit. See if I can't get a bite on it. Maybe start flipping. A lot of bluegill beds out here too. Alright, there was a big explosion. Just don't know where it came from. So that sounded like what I'm looking for. That definitely sounded like a bass. Just exploded on something. Some other guys out here I see, they're flipping. Maybe the key, I may need to flip some of these pads, but they're just endless. You don't even know where to start. So just trying to keep my eyes and ears open. I can get anything to clue me in on where these fish are positioned at. Get your wings for early in the morning. Get up in here, baby. That's what I'm talking about. On that speed worm, baby. Not a bad one. On the outside of them pads too. That's a pretty nice looking one. Let's go. Hell yeah. And that speed worm, I was about to move on out too. It's getting ready to move on out. Go ahead and mark this area. Go ahead and put a mark right here at that waypoint, and I will put a yellow flag. All right. All right, so the only thing I can think of is technically if you look, come on. If you look, this is more or less an isolated area of lily pads. You know, it's not all grouped up like all the other ones. That could be the key difference. You know, there's another group right there by itself. You know, it's just not all gathered up. There's a bunch there still, but it's kind of by itself. Could be something. Every time you get a bite, you always wonder, like, why did I get a bite there? what was holding that fish there. The thing is too, the current is blowing right through here. One reason why I came over here too, because of the current. Some areas it's just dead calm. Figured this would probably, you know, with the wind blowing, kind of moving bait around, moving the fish around. Like I said, I'm on the Kissimmee Chain, which, you know, I've lived here, well, since I've been alive, 35 years, and never fished here. And technically, I mean, it's only an hour away from me. But just never had a reason to come over here. Come on now. Yep, this is a big one. This is a big one. Yep. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go, son. So I'm talking about. Big old girl. Well, not really that big, but pretty fish. Yes, on the chatterbait. Let's see. Bluegill color, chatterbait. She locked up on this thing. I thought I had a giant. All right, let's let this girl go, y'all. Thanks for playing. Yes, sir. Right there in that current. Find current and find these fish. That's a good thing. Let me go ahead and mark this area. All right. And honestly, I mean, she locked up almost at the boat. I mean, right at the boat. That was a fun bite. She ate it good too. Makes me almost wonder if she wasn't following it for a while. But this current right here has got to be moving these fish around up in these pads. That was a good, probably 3-pounder. So I'd probably have 2 fish for 5 right now. Ain't bad. All right, so that's one on the chatterbait and one on the speed worm. All right, I'm gonna fish around this area a little bit more and see if I can't get another bite in this area before I make a move. Stay tuned, y'all. Stay tuned. All right, so I moved spots. Move a little bit further down the lake. Of course, they call for 7-mile-an-hour winds today. The winds are already picking up pretty good. This Kissimmee grass, some pads mixed in it. Alright, so I'm not gonna lie, it's been tough out here today. It has been super tough. Started off with those, you know, early bites this morning. And since then, just nothing. I broke off on one, which now that I'm thinking about it, I really think it was a gar. I mean, I can't say it was, but I've been to the north side of Kissimmee. I'm working my way towards the east side, but I seen this grass stretch, which is somewhat close to deeper water. And I figured, hey, let's, pull in here and try it. Just nothing. Every now and then you'll hear a fish blow up, but that's about it. Okay. All right. I spoke too soon. Yeah, spoke way too soon. It's not a giant, but I mean, we'll take them. Small little fish. So that's good to know. Let's go ahead and mark this area. Heck yeah, I was starting to get a little worried. When I say our tournament's here in a couple weeks, I was flipping the Guggen bait, bandito bug, and I actually switched to the cleanup crawl. That fish was on some isolated grass too. So I don't know. I guess I'll stay around here and flip a little bit. As you can see, it's just there's so much lily pads. It's like overwhelming. There's just so many. It's like, where do you begin? So I don't know, I'm gonna move around and I guess flip all this isolated grass in this area. I can hear brim on these pads. I can hear them sucking on the bottom. I've been hearing it all day, but I ain't caught the first bass out of any pads yet. Strange. Alright guys, stay tuned. That gives me 3 for the day. See if I can't find some more in this little area. Oh, got us another one. Smallest one of the day. In a spot I was least expecting it, and this one came on the gambler burner worm, since everybody's out of speed worms right now. I had to get gambler, so I went ahead and marked this area real fast. That one I was just burning it through the grass, so might be a good patch of grass right here. All the fish that really came out of the grass, except for the one I caught on the chatterbait early this morning. So I guess I'm gonna throw this speed worm around through this grass real fast because I'm about to head out. It's been a tough day. I mean, that's number 4. I didn't get out here till after about 7:38. So I mean, I probably would have definitely had a limit. All right, well, that's a wrap. I mean, caught what I could, you know. Like I said, first time here. Don't really know this area at all. I know it's shallow. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get out here one more time before the tournament. Hopefully next weekend. Go try some new areas. Try to get here before sunup this time. So, see if there's any frog bite going on. I was gonna run up. There's this lake. This chain connects to multiple lakes, and I was gonna run to Toho. But I don't know. It'll cost me 2 hours if I run up there, even though I know I have a better chance of winning probably up there, but it is what it is. Hope you guys like this video. Make sure you hit that like button. Please subscribe to the channel. Leave me a comment. And until next time, tight lines.